review Hot Tub Time Machine. Now, if you're looking for a good time, this is the movie you gotta see because it is really funny. It is one of the funniest movies I've seen in a while in a movie theater. I mean, going into this movie, I had pretty low expectations. I didn't think it would be as funny as it was. Now, there are some people in this movie that you wouldn't even think are funny, but they are pretty funny. I mean, they have played funny characters before, but they weren't the main characters. They played very little roles in other movies, except for Rob Cottery, who plays in Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. He plays the cop that's searching for Harold and Kumar. Rob Cottery plays an asshole who none of the friends like. They never hang out with him. They used to be friends, but now I guess they just don't hang out with him because they realize he's an asshole and there's no reason to hang out with him anymore. But what happens is that Rob Cottery kind of attempts to commit suicide. So now that he has tried to commit suicide, they think he did, and he doesn't admit to this, of course. But then after that, they all go to have one last fun trip at this resort they had when they were younger. When they go over there, they find that it is kind of lame now and not as cool as it was back then, back in the 80s. So they realize that there's a hot tub now. There's nothing else to do, so they have lots of fun at this hot tub. Now they're all having fun in the hot tub, but what happens is the hot tub malfunctions and brings them back to the past. It brings them back to the 1980s. Now, there's 4 people. One of them is a young kid who wasn't even in the 80s, and then there's just 3 friends. So it must feel weird for the young kid to see an age that he has never been in. So that's pretty funny. Also, they realize that they can't get back yet. They have to wait a while, then they can go back to the present. So what happens is right now they have to go through everything they went through back they did in the 80s, because if they don't, the future might change, like a butterfly effect. So not only is it funny, but it has kind of a good message. Like, if you went back to the past, would you change things? Because if you do change too much, you might lose what you had in the present, and you don't want to have less. You want to have either more or the same stuff you had in the present. So some of the people, decide we're not gonna do the same thing because we want to have a better future, which is the present, obviously. But I don't want to spoil any more of this movie. I just think it's really funny and the concept is pretty cool. I mean, there are if you want to judge this on how they go back in time, that's pretty stupid, because how they go back in time is a freaking hot tub. So I mean, it's not a really good concept there, but it's just meant to be funny and it has a good message. So I think this movie is really good in that perspective. Now the big question is this: is the movie funny? Yes, it is hilarious, really funny. I encourage everybody to watch it because I think you will laugh. But do I think it's a really great movie? No. So I'm gonna rate this on a scale, 1 through 10, like always. But this time, it's not 1 through 10 on a movie scale. It's more like a comedy scale. Like, if I was to compare it with comedy movies, I think I would give this a 9 out of 10, because first of all, when I went to see this movie, I just wanted to see it for fun, not for any serious, I think I would laugh a couple of times, I really laughed a lot during this movie. I can compare this movie to as The Hangover, and that, for me, that's a really fun movie, one of mine. So I think you should watch this movie, come back to my channel, tell me what you think about it, tell me if you liked it, tell me if you like the concept of the time travel in the movie, because it's different in this movie than any other movie that has time travel. Just tell me what you think, and tell me if you're gonna see it. Some people might not even go see it, so tell me whatever you want in the comments about this movie. Thanks.